We visited Scotts Bluff National Monument near Gerring, Nebraska in the spring of 2019. If you would like to get notices when I post again, be sure to subscribe right here. Just click on that button. This is the approximately 3,000 acres that is covered by this national monument. It was established on December the 12th, 1919, and both the Oregon and California trails pass through this area as the only passable area. About 250,000 people passed through this between 1843 and 1869, and it has about 166,000 visitors each year. And as we drive along, we've come to the cliffs. There's a huge barrier across this part of the United States, a whole series of cliffs, and it's almost impossible to get a wagon up these cliffs. They have to find the passes, and that's where we're going, to Scotts Bluff, which is the pass through these cliffs. We continue to see the high cliffs around us, and then as we come around the corner, there is a pass right through the middle of those cliffs. It's called Scotts Bluff. They're working on the visitor center right now, so we have to go into the trailer to get to the visitor center and small shop. This is where the Oregon Trail came through. It was a bottleneck to that trail. From 1841 to 1869, 250,000 people came through here and still leave their tracks. You see, there were two bluffs, and they went right between them. And we're going to go at the visitor center and then up the road to the top for the overlooks. The Pony Express came through here too, and look, there's some wagons right on the trail. This is where the Oregon Trail was, and you can see the cliffs going off the other way here. These were not poor people who were traveling along here, but the middle class. They were able to afford wagons mainly to carry their goods in. Let's go look at some of the vehicles they used. First, the Mormon hand cart. This was pulled by Mormons by hand as they walked. Then the Studebaker wagon. Yes, there was actually a Studebaker even in that time. It was the smaller of the wagons. Then we come to the Murphy wagon, a little bit larger, pulled by horses, carrying their goods. They didn't ride in these. And then we come to the 18-wheeler, the Conestoga wagon, pulled by oxen for their power. And now let's head up into the cliff tops and to the lookout. Back down there is one of the three tunnels we went through to get here. And this is a look over the Platte River Valley on one side. And then on the other side is the city of Scotts Bluff. And they would have passed through the pass in order to go from one to the other valley along the North Platte River. We're going to get out and walk a little bit and then it's time to head back down. As we leave the National Monument, we turn right and head through the pass. Hey, there's a wagon right over there, following along with us. We're on the Oregon Trail as we go. And we